What's going on, Stim Junkies? Happy Monday to all of my High Stim pre-workout enthusiasts. Hope you guys had an incredible High Stim Saturday, High Stim Sunday. I know that I did. I've been dealing with some health issues and some nagging injuries since mid-December, and things are finally starting to get back in place. I feel like I'm getting back to my old self again. So this past weekend was very, very important to me. Had an amazing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday workout, and I do have some products I'm going to be dropping reviews for really, really soon, because you know that High Stim Ace always likes to run something at least 2 or 3 times before dropping my reviews. So we do have a couple of products that I've been messing with, I've been dabbling with, so I'm going to be dropping those reviews this week, hopefully. But with that being said, you guys know that when you go to the gym, it is very important to stay hydrated and refuel yourself while you're dealing with an especially excruciating workout. A lot of times we like to push on Saturday, Sunday. Those are the days that we tend to be off of work, and we like taking the high stims and really going crazy with it. So you guys know that ever since I had Enigma from Apollo Nutrition, that changed my entire perspective on intra-workouts. I used to just drink water or sip on a pump formula. I never ever believed in intra-workouts, hydration formulas, but that all changed for me, guys, and I'm a big, big believer in taking those products while you're training in the gym. So with that being said, today I'm going to be reviewing a special type of hydration formula that did get sent out to me by my good friends over at Critical Velocity. This is a new company here that I received 2 products from. I did get their pre-workout as well as this hydration formula that you're supposed to be sipping on throughout your workout. And what we have here, guys, is the Propellant 564. And this does come in a nice little propane looking tank here, okay? This thing looks really, really legit. It's got a nice wide aesthetic to it, and it's a simple looking tub, nothing fancy, but I dig it. It's simple, it's to the point, it's nice and sleek, and ultimately the contents of this package matter a whole lot more than the package itself. As you can see, this is a strawberry lemonade flavor, and we're going to discuss the flavor, guys. We're going to discuss the effectiveness in the gym, if it's actually worth picking up or not. So we're going to roll that intro, guys. We're going to get talking about this product here in 2025. Okay, guys, so like I said at the top of the video, it is 2025, and that means we have a massive selection of products to choose from in this day and age. We are blessed in a certain way, but in another way, it's kind of annoying because there's always new companies, new products, competition, and it's really difficult to filter out, and sometimes there's companies that kind of fly under the radar, and they happen to have really good products, and you just wouldn't know because there's all these big name companies that are out there, and it's kind of hard to find the specific kind of products that you are looking for. And sometimes you may not even hear of a certain company. But luckily for you, you got people like High Stim Ace running this game, and I am here to tell you guys what you need to know about these products. So this one did get sent out to me, like I said, from Critical Velocity Nutrition, right? Critical Velocity Nutrition. Yes, the Propellant 564 Intra Workout Blend. And this one here is really, really cool. I'm actually halfway done with this one, which should tell you everything you need to know about this product here. It claims to provide ultimate hydration, carbohydrate fuel, and enhanced recovery. The flavor on here is strawberry lemonade, and this thing is absolutely delicious. I'm going to be honest, guys. A lot of intro workouts I've had actually tasted just okay, or some of them don't even taste all that great because there's a lot of hydration ingredients in a lot of them. A lot of them have coconut powder, and a lot of them do have the electrolytes, the BCAAs, the EAAs, and they don't exactly have the best taste. A lot of them perform really well, but taste-wise, it leaves a little bit to be desired. Now, that isn't an issue with pre-workouts for me because I just chug it and move on with my life, but if I'm sipping on something from my gallon jug throughout my entire workout, I don't want it to taste nasty. I want it at least to taste decent. So this one here, boys, is more than decent. It actually tastes very, very good. It's very enjoyable to sip on, and I do take a big scoop. I mix it into my gallon jug, fill it up with cold water, add a little bit of ice, and I'm ready to roll, guys. It's going to hold me over for 2 hours in the gym. If I have a little bit of cardio left afterwards, I will be still sipping on it. And then if I even decide to hit the sauna, I can always top it off with a little bit of water, and you're good to go. The thing about this one is that when you take a scoop in a gallon jug, it's actually perfect because it's not going to be overly sweet. However, if you mix in 1 scoop with, say, a 16 to 18 ounce or 24 ounce shaker cup, it might be a little bit on the thick and sweet side. And that has to do with some of the carbohydrate ingredients that are in here. So let's break down this label, guys, and I'm going to tell you what I think. So looking at the back here, it actually does say to mix 1 serving, which is 1 scoop, with 16 to 20 ounces of cold water. And yeah, you could technically do that, but like I said earlier, guys, I'm personally not a fan of overly sweet stuff. So if you mix this in with the gallon jug, for me, that's the perfect level of sweetness. It's still gonna have its full bodied flavor, but it's not going to be overly sweet. If you mix it with 20 ounces of water, it's going to come in a little bit sweet and a little bit thick, but the flavor is still really, really good. It says it's a blend of cluster dextrin and long-chain maltodextrin, offering a carbohydrate source that provides sustained energy with no crash. It's a balanced mix of electrolytes to ensure muscular performance, including pink Himalayan salt and glycericized glycerol to increase muscular hydration and performance. So sounds really good. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the label on here is actually pretty simplistic. It's not as meticulous as Bomba from El Jefe, which I will be reviewing in the coming weeks. And it's definitely not as meticulous as Enigma from Apollo Nutrition. But sometimes you don't want to take something that's too crazy. You know, obviously, I like both those products, but this one here is a little bit more on the simplistic side. And sometimes that's all you need, a little bit of extra carbs to fuel you and to kind of rehydrate those muscles while you're training. And I've been running this one already, probably ran this one over 10 times at this point. I really like this product. But without further ado, let's break down this label. And serving size is 1 scoop. Like I said earlier, 23.66 grams. Weighing it out, it does come in at about 24, 25 grams. So they got it right on the money. And you're getting 29 servings per container. Oddly specific. I've never seen 29 servings per container. Now, I didn't actually go ahead and count the servings, but if that's what they say, then that's what they say. Still a good value for money, considering most pre-workouts and hydration formulas come in at 20 to 25 servings per container. So 29, you're getting a few extra servings. Can't go wrong with that. The first ingredient we have in here is magnesium as magnesium citrate, 25 milligrams, zinc as zinc citrate, 10 milligrams, sodium from pink Himalayan salt, 100 milligrams, and potassium from potassium chloride, 100 milligrams. Okay, so a couple of miscellaneous vitamins in here to help with the pump and help with hydration, electrolyte balance, and whatnot. So then we go to the main label, which is really only 3 ingredients. Very, very interesting, but sometimes that's all you need. You got cluster dextrin, which is highly branched cyclic dextrin, coming in at 10 grams. And then you're getting high molecular weight maltodextrin coming in at an additional 10 grams. So 10,000 milligrams of each. You got those fast absorbing carbs and the more slow releasing carbohydrates to fuel you, to keep up those energy levels, and to keep you hydrated during the workout. And speaking of hydration, you're getting glycericized, which is 65% glycerol yield at 250 milligrams. So that's a relatively low dose of glycerol, but you don't need a high dose because this isn't a pump formula. It will help a little bit with the pumps, but it's really about hydrating your muscles on a molecular level. So small label, but does it get the job done? Before I break down the Propellant 564 from Critical Velocity Nutrition, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or somebody who desperately needs to get hydrated. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Okay, guys, so we got the Critical Velocity Nutrition Propellant 564 here in hand. Again, I really like the shape of this tub. It kind of has like a propane tank look to it, kind of a nice little aesthetic. I don't know if that's related to the name or not. I have a weird way of looking at things, but either way, I really, really like this one. And the most important thing about it is that it's very, very light on the stomach. It's a big scoop coming in at about 23 and a half, 24 grams, but it's relatively light on the stomach, especially if you take it the way that I do. You take the big scoop, you mix it in with a gallon jug. You don't have to fill it up all the way to the top, but even if you fill it up with 3/4 of a gallon of water, it's gonna dispense really well. It's gonna mix really well. It actually mixes in very easily. There aren't a lot of clumps. Just take the gallon jug, give it a shake, and you're good to go. You can add a little bit of ice to add a nice chilling effect to it, and it's really, really flavorful. So right off the bat, it's just an enjoyable experience. Every time I feel a little bit dehydrated after pushing for that extra rep, that extra set, and I feel a little parched in my throat, especially if I took a high stim pre-workout, which gets me even more dehydrated, taking a sip or two of this one here, taking a nice swig, if you will, really revitalizes me and gives me that extra energy that I need. It actually feels like it does give you more hydration and more energy in the gym, and it actually has you pumped up, surprisingly, you know, especially if you're running glycerol as a pump formula, which incidentally is what I did today. I did run a new pre-workout today, which only has 6 grams of L-citrulline in it. Not going to reveal what it is because I will be dropping the review for it at some point by the end of this week. So I was testing out a new pre-workout today, and I decided to pair just half a serving of glycerol, so an extra 10 grams to just give you a little bit more of hydration. I was hitting chest and triceps today, did a little bit of biceps as well. So the glory muscles, I really wanted to look pumped up and swole in the gym today. And check this out, guys. Look how pumped up High Stim Ace was looking in the gym today. I was looking juicy, guys. And I was there for a long time, a little bit over 2 hours. I was sipping on this drink constantly. And I felt like it really was giving me that swole, juicy look in the gym. I felt energized the entire time. I felt hydrated. At no point did I feel lethargic or lightheaded. You know, sometimes when you take these pre-workouts, especially the high stim ones with 2 amino in there, and you take it on an empty stomach, which incidentally is what I did today and pretty much what I do every high stim Saturday, it could sometimes give you a little bit of that lightheadedness, especially if you're pushing for that extra rep and you get a little bit of that shortness of breath, right? It can sometimes give you a little bit of that lightheadedness for like 10, 15, 20 seconds. But when I'm drinking this one, guys, I feel hydrated. I feel focused. I feel alert. I feel good. I have a good, healthy sense of well-being, and it's very difficult to gouge these types of products here, but I feel good every time I take this one. So for me, especially for the price, this one's definitely worth picking up. It's a relatively new company, so I'm going to link their information down below. I don't know if I'll be able to get a discount code by the time this video is live, but I will try. If anything, always check the pinned comment down below, and you guys are gonna see where you can pick this one up. But I really like it. The Propellant 564, very, very solid addition, and you can run this on chest day, back day, leg day, essentially whatever day you want. It's gonna help a little bit with the pump, but really it's gonna keep you hydrated, and it's gonna keep you happy because it tastes really freaking delicious. So that's it, guys. That's what I have for you today. I hope you decide to check these guys out. Give them a follow on Instagram as well. It's always important to support little companies that fly under the radar, especially if they release a good product. I'm going to be releasing my review for their pre-workout at some point this week as well. I did run it a couple of times and I'm starting to get a feel for it. So I'm going to release that video. You guys should check it out as well. Give it a like, and most importantly, guys, subscribe right here on the YouTube channel for the hottest reviews of 2025 and for many years to come. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody, and have a great week up ahead. High Stim Ace, signing off.